could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. What a beautiful life. Beautiful life. Listen, I woke up this morning, y'all. The sun was shining oh so brightly. I thought about how good this life is. Back in the day, it wasn't always like this. I think about the things we done been through. I think about the place that I come from. It wasn't always easy, so every day I'm thanking God for the beautiful people everywhere I go. I just need to see your smiling faces at my show. And when you're feeling real love from the family, every day is a gift, y'all, that's all I need. What a beautiful life. All that I've got, all that I need, I've got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. I got a beautiful life. Beautiful life. Happiness, you know, it feels real good, y'all. For us to get it, then we gotta work hard.
Today is a special day. Okay, first of all, it's 2 days after my birthday, so happy birthday to me. It is the year of Sandra, and if anybody has ever watched George Seinfeld, it was the year of George, so I have determined that is the year of Sandra. Why? Because next year I will be 50, and this is what 49 looks like, people, okay? This is what, hello. So as you can see, my set is full today. I have beautiful roses that someone sent me for my birthday. Thank you very much. And I have a set full of Eric Jerome Dickey books. Now, okay, this is his latest one, but now see that stack right there? Yeah, that's my personal stack. Now, the reason why you only see 6 of his books right now is because my daughter done stole some books from me, and when I go back out to Las Vegas, I'm gonna make sure that I get my books back, because I was just out there 2 weeks ago and I said, wow, I have that book, and she was like, well, I didn't know that they were my books that she had. So yeah, Kyra Parrish, be on notice that when I come back, have my books boxed up, please. I'm serious about my Eric Jerome Dickey books, and Eric Jerome Dickey is on the line. How are you today?
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm having a wonderful life because, hey, this is my birthday present to me. This talking to you, you don't even know. When you called, I got like a giddy schoolgirl. I was all, you know how I'm sure you run into that all the time.
Okay.
So now we have your first book up here, and I have Nene with me. She's going to be doing a show beginning on
Wednesday, May 6th, next week.
Wednesday, May 6th?
Stiletto Moms Radio.
Stiletto Moms Radio. So, so your first book, One Night, came out just, about a week ago? What made you write this novel?
My parole officer.
Okay, so what was the conditions, right or?
No, I just, it's what I do. I've never read my career, being a film. I felt different types. I've done stories with any character. Last night, the woman that populate one of the earlier was very as well. And this one, I want to try to novel that only had a character. See if I can put it off.
Let me interrupt you for a second, because you're coming in and out. Are you
okay?
Okay, because I'm only hearing every other word that you said.
Really?
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay, I think that's better now. Okay. So there we go.
There's a lot of feedback on your end too.
Okay.
I have an echo.
There we go. Okay, so maybe let me make sure, because I don't want. Well, see, I ain't even gonna mess around with this phone because I have no idea. So for me, I've always been an Eric Jerome Dickey fan. Oh my gosh. I mean, the very first book that I read of yours was Sister, Sister. Now, you have been writing for a very, very long time. Did you always know that you wanted to be an author?
No, no, I wasn't. No, I never thought that at all. I thought I'd be an engineer, or I thought I'd stand up or a comedy.
Really?
So it's just wide brain.
So you when you wrote, okay, because you have several different genre that you write under, and I found it interesting that some of your books I would deem romances and some are thrillers, but what would you categorize the genre that you write in?
Well, it depends on the book. I mean, I'm right. Black is so yeah, book. So it's like in thriller. Up this and it would be thriller as well.
Is it?
And crazy mind.
So, and I'm sorry because it's a lot of different feedback that I'm getting.
Okay.
Okay. So when you wrote, like when I read which book was it? Lord, the name Walking with Enemies. When I read Walking. What made you come up with the character Gideon? Is he patterned after you? I mean, you know, because we all have a little bit of something in our characters.
No, he's just a character I created. A lot of other writers have created characters that are in the same profession as Gideon. And when I started to construct my character, I sort of did it my way. Tried to go against the stereotypes, gave him a ground, and story as Nate versus Nate.
You still here with us?
Say it again.
Oh, okay. It was like you had got cut off, so I just wanted to make sure you're still with me. I would have called you back.
Yeah.
So when you sit down to write a novel and you're a full-time author, what is the thing that you find the hardest to do?
See, the hardest thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's day by day. It just depends on where you are in a particular day. Some days it's getting started with a particular concept, trying to figure out where the story starts. And sometimes you have momentum, and then some days it's just trying to keep it going.
And do you
because writing is playing what if. Writer's playing what if, and what if is all about the choices. So you see, if the novel, you saw the steps. You did stuff that I discarded, or that chose not story.
And so when you start your novels, are you starting from an outline?
No, I was just trying to think. Every novel's been different. I mean, some I've just started with me writing where I was, creating characters in that piece. Like the series had a concept or character, and it was and creating character, putting him in the situation, fence his back.
And for
it's like nice, with a crime and create characters, brand characters, and story role.
You're breaking up again, Mr. Dickey.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm on a phone, and I don't have a lens in my moment. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I can hear you now. I didn't hear a word. After I said you were breaking up, I didn't really hear what you said.
Okay, no, but I'm on a cell phone, and I'm still at one spot. I don't over.
Okay. Okay, I didn't really hear you because again, your every other word was coming in and out.
Okay.
So let me ask you about Genevieve.
About what?
Let me see. Am I saying the name Genevieve right?
Oh, okay, Genevieve.
John Vier. Okay, well, okay. I knew I was saying it wrong.
Français.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm not French at all. I can eat.
Oh,
some,
no problem.
I can eat some French eclairs. I can do that.
All right. Okay.
So, how hard was it to write a female character with a split personality?
How hard was it to write a female character and her family?
Well, she had a split personality. Well, did she have a split personality? I thought she did.
All right. Well, okay. If that's your perception, I'm not gonna debunk it.
She
But
did.
it was no, but it was no harder than writing, say, Space Paradise, which I had set in a pool hall in West Hollywood. It was classic with you characters. Well, I mean, just because character, it's different. You just feel it right in character. I think what I did play initially a long time ago, and no one separated the male from the female character. What's happened in this world seems that female characters fucked out, and it's up there and no male novel.
Oh, okay. So when you're writing these female characters, do you find that you have to be in a certain mindset? Like, are you like shutting out the entire world just so that you can, channel? And how do you do research for that? Because her mannerisms were like so incredibly on point for it to be written by a man.
For yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, all of it's every character. Gideon, Genevieve, Jackie Summers is created from ground up. Sometimes I don't have to answer the question because I mean, I create and add and like to Alabama to figure out what I've lived growing up. And I've been out for a and then I stories around I read the history of and imagine she grew up, and that helped the character.
Okay. Sorry. So let me ask you. I attend Thriller Fest in New York every July. Because you do have some thriller novels. Do you ever think you're going to attend the Thriller Fest convention?
I've never been invited.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I had R.L. Stein, who's on the committee, so I'm gonna have to get you in touch with him because they have it's a huge convention in New York City every year in July. It's like the second week of July around there, and so because there are a lot of thriller writers that attend, they are not really is not really attended by a lot of African American thriller writers, and a lot of them.
What happens with African American writers is we're all on the table. A lot of time if you step into a store, it's almost as if they think black is a genre.
Mm-hmm.
So you're writing writing this, that. It's all in a
Oh.
So right, I mean, for African American, and it's pulled out.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last part of what you said.
That's a lot of African writers are necessarily given the respect of being a writer. They're seen as a black writer.
Mm-hmm.
So an African American novel that hold on back. a thriller novel that happens in that African American, it's still to the Christian next to what they are calling urban, and it's all on the table.
Right. And so how do you think, or do you think that categorization can be changed?
Well, it would have to be changed by the people who have the stores and actually place the novels where they feel they belong.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I mean,
right, and
I mean, you know, so you do it.
Right, and
I mean, so I do a novel, you say it's suspense, and it still ends up just in a pile with everything else.
Exactly, and you know, and I find it very interesting that I'm glad you brought that point up, because I have been saying the same thing for years, that whenever we write a book, it is automatically put on that table or in that shelf with African American or urban or whatever, and it's like, so I wonder, how can we as authors get publishers to say that no, this is not necessarily an urban drama? Like, do you feel that there's anything the author can do to change that?
Well, we've already voiced, you know, how we feel,
Mm-hmm.
and for the most part, you feel that this falls on deaf ears.
Mm-hmm. And
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the people that, I guess, who are organized, setting up, you know, the way they want this store to be set up, I guess. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am so glad that someone once told me, if you just ask a question, that you could get either a yes or a no. And when I tweeted, you know, what would it take to get you on my show, it was like, oh, okay, let's get in contact with my publicist. I was like, you don't even know. That day when my intern told me that, I was like, what? Really? And then when she came back and said, well, could we do the 29th? I'm like, happy birthday to me. So all
right.
I'm so glad that you could do it at the end of April, because, like, what better way to end that? Well, to begin, because I'm not celebrating my birthday for the month of April. I'm doing it for the end of April and until next April. So when I turn 50, you know, it'll be like, what can I do to top this?
Right.
Who knows? You know, like, you were the one reading Chasing Destiny is why I wanted to buy a Ducati.
Okay, all right.
I didn't buy one.
Yeah, cause that when I did all the research for riding and everything.
Did you buy a Ducati?
Yeah, I had a 800 Super Sport for a while.
Okay. Well, I actually, for my birthday, I got to ride one. So hey, okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm cut out to be a motorcycle rider, because if it was a thrill ride, I would have been like, so, you know. But hey, okay. I love just sitting on the back of one. I just like being cute on one. But I you know what?
Okay.
I did not know that you had to be like wear certain shoes, and so I showed up wearing stiletto heels, and that no, because I thought, hey, I'm only riding on the back. What does it matter what I have on? But apparently I couldn't ride on it till I put on these little ugly little boots. So I don't know if I'd be cut.
Well, and for me, before I wrote that story, that's why I did the research and learned to ride.
Mm-hmm. Because
if I had a character do that on the motorcycle, everyone who rides a motorcycle with this guy. So I actually got to ride the road, the culture, so I could the village.
So you did not own a motorcycle before Chasing Destiny?
No, I didn't own it before.
Oh, okay. So do you still ride now?
I haven't ridden in a while because I've been out of the country.
Okay. So are you on a book tour right now for one night?
Yes, I am on the book tour right now for one night.
And so where are you going to be in the next month?
Oh, wow. Well, I can tell you where I'm going to be tomorrow if I get back upstairs.
Okay.
I will be here in Atlanta at an event called Wine and Words.
Wine and words.
Where's that
Let me grab my schedule real quick.
at? Wine and
It
Words. That's the place I need to
is
be.
at 503 People Street. Peele.
And is that
Atlanta, Georgia, starting at 7 p.m.
and Atlanta? So look at here, all y'all folks down in Atlanta near People Street. He's gonna be at Wine and Words tomorrow
Yes.
night. What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. See that? I think I got enough time to get a ticket.
Think so?
I think so. I think I can
Okay.
get one of them commuter flights down there. I don't know how I'm gonna do.
All right,
work
you can
tomorrow,
do it. You can do it.
You're not coming to D.C.? You're not coming to
I
Washington?
know. Are you gonna be in the DC area anytime soon?
I was in D.C. over the weekend. I was in Howard.
What? What? Wait a minute. How did I not know that? I wasn't even here. Oh, see, I was maybe because the alcohol was a little strong. Because it was my birthday weekend. So had I known,
You're
I would have been.
excused. You're
Yeah, I'm
excused.
excused. Okay. So what? Oh man, we missed our opportunity. Oh, okay. So are you going to come back anytime soon?
Well, as things are added, they will be posted on my website,
Okay. So
www.ericjeromedickey.com.
EricJeromeDickey.com. Okay. So
Nene.
Nene had a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Hi, Eric.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So I had to pick up a copy of One Night. And
Okay.
I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, I'm a little mad at you that you made me have to look in my dictionary a few times because you had some SAT words up in there that I was like, really?
I'm sorry. Say it again?
I said you had me looking in the dictionary because you had some SAT words up in there, like calipigus. Do you know what calipigus is?
I have no idea, and I
Okay.
would have skipped right over that word.
Yeah, calipigus. I can't even say this other one. Escidiastis. I can't even say it. But fascinating characters. And to what Sandra was just asking you about, where you get your motivation from, and to do female characters, especially because this is I'm not done with it. I'm halfway through, but it's all coming from the female character's point of view. Correct?
Yeah. For this story. This story, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, where do you, like she asked the question, where do you get that? How do you do your research to get into the mind of a woman?
I know.
Well, I only
Especially
get
this
it
kind
out.
of woman. This character is fascinating.
It's not that generic. It's like, again, just like I've created female characters, male characters, young characters, older characters, all the characters. It's the same kind of work. Assembling the character with their background of education, and with some people is a keyword, particular character, just a normal word. Where are? Because a lot of the characters speak is.
So let me ask you, so are your characters a combination of women in your life?
No.
No?
Again, I would characters. I act as something as a personality as I'm creating a character. I have to settle on what temperature the character runs at, the background, how they spend, how they themselves, where they are in life, how did they get there, and just a lot of stuff like that.
So do you do
You
character?
gotta remember. See, here's the thing. I have just as many male characters as I do female characters.
Right.
I think that people think that since I'm a guy, creating the male characters are just as easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because every character I create, I try to create a character that's unique.
Okay.
Because if you go from the male, from Drive, Gideon, to Tyrell, then just go on. Hopefully, people. And if you from Jackie Sperm, Javier, to Reaper, they all felt like human beings.
So do you create, like when you start writing, do you create character sheets for each one of your characters just to keep them straight?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it as I go along. Yeah, straight. But it's almost like display, in the sense that once you've gotten warmed up and you've gotten the rhythm of the character, that character's particular sense of humor or lack of sense of humor, you sort of remain consistent. And the hard part as a writer is being from the first page, last.
Okay, so one last question before I let you go.
Okay.
As an author, and you're always, like I talk to some people, they say they have to do 2 books a year or 1 book a year. Do you set a goal for yourself as to how many books you want to write versus what your publisher wants you to write?
I would, right now where I am, I'd like to do a book every years ago, great, and I believe that probably should book every year, because I think then probably 2 years, because they went hard tour, and then a year their paperback tour. If I and then that next year couple of what we're doing is like people are like calling book. I don't know. I'm at a public break. Change patterns. I don't have 2 titles. I don't know if the buy it.
So after one night, are you gonna have another book come out next year?
Yeah, so I work on something for next year. Yeah.
So is it going to be a romance, a thriller, a suspense?
I'll probably do I guess kind of. I'm not sure what it would be called at this point, but the way I write is an amalgamation of all of some part mystery. So it's almost like we try to find a way to come out like girl, boy, back. That isn't so.
Oh, okay.
I'll be relationship.
Okay. Well,
and then after that, I'll probably do something.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, is it going to be in the line of what Pleasure and all those books were?
Oh, I can't say yet. I don't know yet.
See, I thought I was going to get an exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for joining me today. You have made my birthday weekend just, like even better.
Okay, good.
I can't wait to read One Night. I have not started reading it yet, but it is on my queued up Kindle list to do.
Yeah, cool. Instant download.
It's hard to put down, and you're going to give, what's that book? Shades of Grey, a run for its money.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, with that, you all can get One Night on Amazon right now. Make sure when you read it, after you read it, leave a review so he can see what you thought about the book. And I thank you so much for joining me. And tell them again where they can find you online.
You can find me at BSW Eric Jerome Dickey. That's RIJEREDICKEY.
And thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say thank you so much for joining me. He's a New York Times bestseller author of, over 15 novels.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And
Okay, so
Bye.
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
So as you heard, first of all, I hope you could decipher all that was going on in his interview. Because I speak broken cell phone language, so I was able to follow along. So I mean, the connection, clearly he said he was outside, and so he wasn't in his wherever he was at the moment, so the connection was bad, but I pretty much understood everything he was saying.
Yep.
And I'm just telling you, that just made my birthday. That just made, you would think my birthday is today. Actually, it was
today.
Monday, but it's every day. It's every day. It's the year of Sandra, so it's gonna be every day until next year when I turn 50, and then it will be my year.
That's
so
right.
you know. So I'm planning the birthday party now. It's on. Let me tell you something, people. It's on April 30th, 2016. See, everybody keeps saying why you keep telling me now, because I want you to put it in your phone, on your calendar. When you get a new calendar, every month I'm gonna remind you. April 30th, 2016 is gonna be my 50th birthday party. And why am I telling you now? Because you ain't gonna have no excuse. Oh, I forgot. I have something planned. No, you don't. Because I'm telling you a year in advance. I'm telling you way more than a year in advance. So now, and it's the informal black and white party.
Ooh, nice.
Yes,
so we're all getting invited.
So yes,
Okay,
of
not
course.
just to call you and say happy
no.
birthday. Okay.
So all the men can be in black, because not all men look good in white.
Yep.
So men can be in black and ladies can be in white.
I like that.
See, the informal
And
black
stilettos.
and white part, and stilettos, and see the stilettos can be any color.
That's right.
So see, it'll be a
Ooh,
rainbow
nice.
coalition of stiletto heels.
Love it.
See,
Love
I thought it was such a great idea. I came up with, because everybody says, oh well, you should have a formal when you turn 50.
No.
Damn that. I'm not having a formal, I'm having an informal. And then I thought about this, because not every man likes a tuxedo, and not every man wants to put on a suit when they're
Right.
going out to party. So I said, well, you know what? Men can dress in black. So they can have on black jeans, but as long as they're dressed up,
Right,
because their accessory is going to be their lady.
Right.
Their lady's going to be on
There
their
you go.
arm.
Ooh, I
She
like
going to be
that.
on point with her white dress
Right,
on,
right,
or
right.
white whatever outfit
Exactly.
on, her hair all done up. And so that's all they need. As long as you show up with a lady on your arm, that's your accessory. Now, let me just tell you something, people. And I don't hang out with people where the pants are dragging the floor, because you would not get in the door. If I got to police my own door at my own birthday party, no, not happening. So just make sure you got a belt on, people. Just make sure you have a belt on. So I want to introduce you all to the Stiletto Mom to my left, which would be your right. Her show is going to be starting next Wednesday, the hour before me. So how to get your Wednesday done right is starting out with the Stiletto Mom, followed by the B Swangin Show. Okay, so as you could see, there were 2 pairs of stilettos on your shoe cam today. It was me and her. Yes. So see what you get when you tune in early. You get, privilege.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit what your show is going to be about.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I'll be saying happy birthday to you every day.
Yes.
For the next year.
For the next year.
But Stiletto Moms Radio is going to be a show that is going to talk about any and all issues that are about mothers. It's Stiletto Moms, but it's not about the shoot, it's a lifestyle. And so part of that lifestyle is how to look good, how to feel good, and do good. So we're going to talk about anything from this whole work-life balance to how to move up to the C-suite if that's what you're looking for, how to transition from being a stay-at-home mom to get back into the corporate world and vice versa. We're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about fitness, because I believe that a stiletto mom is a woman who takes care of herself, sits up with poise, and is the hot soccer mom out there.
Right.
So.
And see, I think a lot of moms fall into the category, like I did at first, that when you have kids, it's all about the kids, and you forget about yourself, and it's like, but then one day something happens. Either your husband takes you out, or you go for a girls' night out, and you figure out, oh my goodness, I'm still a woman.
Right.
I can still go out here and have fun. I can still go out here and be fashionable. I can still be healthy. Because what's the first thing moms do when we get up in the morning? We make sure the kids are fed.
That's right.
We're running them to where they need to go. We're coming back. We're cleaning up the house. That's if you're a stay-home mom. And what do? We throw our hair back in a ponytail. We throw on some comfortable sweats and a T-shirt, and then we schlep on out the house.
Right.
And and as you said, it's a lifestyle, but it's also a mindset.
Right.
And the mindset that women that are stay-at-home moms or work outside of the home moms, we need to remember that we're women first.
Exactly.
And to remember that you're a woman first, you got to treat yourself like you're a woman first, not like you're the mom or like someone's wife. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, people. So don't send me no tweet talking about I'm a stay-at-home mom and you said I ain't count. No, I'm saying you don't
the
have
hardest
to,
job ever.
Right. Trust me.
I'm glad I have a 9 to 5 to go to.
I had 5 kids under the age of 5 when I was in my early 20s.
Ooh.
And I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband went out and worked, and I stayed home with them kids. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. I love my babies. Hey, cheering. But I could not wait for them jokers to start school, because it was like from the time they got up to the time they went to bed, I was working. Exactly. And it wasn't like they were, rambunctious. They were your normal, everyday children. So when they started school, I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Got peace in the house.
Right. And then, that lasted for about 2 weeks, because then it was like, oh, man, do they have to go to school today? Because I had gotten used to doing for them. And then one day I slipped up and had girls' night out. Boy, I tell you, that's when the stiletto shoes came out the closet. I don't think they went back since. Okay, I'm divorced right now, but that ain't the issue here. That's not what we talking about. That's right. We talking about how it felt when I got back out there realizing I was a woman. So for you to have a show that's going to address and give some helpful hints. You say you're still in the workforce. So how did you transition from being a mom to going back to the workforce? Did you have your children in the middle of, at work, and then you took the 12 weeks off? Or?
I had started a new job in March. Got pregnant in May. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
Because you was happy you got the job. So you had a little celebration.
Hey, hello, right? But I was like, well, I don't let my life stop for a job.
Right.
But no, I mean, I had a 9 to 5 and had my children, took the requisite 12 weeks off, came back to work. And after my first child, I'm a mom of 4. My eldest is my stepson, but I claim him. I've been raising him since he was 5.
Right,
so
you're a bonus mom.
Bonus mom. But after having, giving birth to my first child, I went back to work and I was like, oh, I can do this, have systems in place. And, I got my promotion, got 2 promotions while I was, a mom to just 2. Then 4 years later, I had twins.
Oh.
Yes. I love my babies.
Oh.
But I do
I'm
call
getting
them my
ready to have twin grandbabies.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Maybe today, because they called me today. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, maybe today. So maybe by the time I get off the air, I might be a Nina to 2 twin grandbabies.
Awesome. Is it boy and girl?
Boy and a girl.
Awesome. That's what mine are.
Jada and Justin Jr.
Oh,
yes.
Beautiful. Oh, I hope she has a safe delivery.
Yeah.
And please just be there for her, because she's going to need mama.
Well, she's in Vegas, so I have to fly out.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But yeah, no, I mean, adding the twins to our household was like a double whammy. I couldn't do all the different things I thought I could do when I was just managing the 2 kids. And so I literally had to make a choice and say, okay, well, I have to pay attention to something, and I can't do everything right, because when you're at work, you're worried about what's happening at home. Right. When you're at home, you're worried that you're not being a good employee. So I had to put systems in place to make sure that I could get things right. But by putting systems in place, I was taking care of everybody else and not taking care of me. And so literally for me, my aha moment wasn't that, oh, I had a girls' night out, because usually when I would plan those girls' night out, or let me go meet a girlfriend for coffee, movies, or whatever, I'd end up canceling 3/4 of the time because of that mommy guilt. And you're like, oh, they're so young, I don't need to go out now, let me just stay home.
Right.
Yeah, no. That doesn't happen anymore. I go out.
Mommy guilt can get over it quickly.
Very quickly.
I mean, but everyone has it, especially new moms.
Absolutely.
Especially new moms.
Absolutely. And I tell my friends who are mothers who are going it for the first time, I'm like, look, don't forget about taking care of you. Whatever that means for you. For me, it's I need to make sure that I kept going to the gym. I needed to make sure that I, was taking care of what fed me. So whatever that was. And I advise that to all women. But my aha moment literally was I was driving, going somewhere, looked at myself in the mirror, and did not recognize who I saw. It must have been like in the rearview mirror, and you know how sometimes you're looking at your eyes, and it was the first time that I was looking at myself.
Okay.
And said, I don't recognize who this person is. So long story short, I ended up just saying, you know what, I need to do some soul searching. I needed to get back to being me. I didn't recognize the clothes I was wearing. I didn't have my heels on. I was wearing some, flats or something I got at, some, comfortable, mom shoes that help you walk around.
Flip-flops, people. Flip-flops.
Yeah,
Let's just, because that is the shoe of a mom. Why? Because you can slide your feet in and keep going. You don't even have to sit down or stop. There's my flip-flops and keep on going. So,
what do you call those sneakers that just have they have the open back?
Oh yeah, right? I don't know what they're called, but I know exactly what because I had like 4 pairs.
Right,
like
exactly.
One was by the front door, one was by the back door, one was by the bed, and one was in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you could just slide them in and just keep on going.
Keep on going. So I was like, okay, hold up here. I'm originally from New York, born and raised, and I only moved down here when I got married. 10 years ago, but I still say I'm from New York. And so I always liken it to saying that, I went from being, Sex in the City, without all the sex, to being a desperate housewife.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I want to get back to, my, looking Sex in the City.
Exactly.
And feeling that way and feeling empowered. And so it took a lot of work, but I did it, put systems in place so that it was like, all right, if I have to block off this hour is for me. I've taken care of everybody else, or I'm going to have to take care of you after I take care of you.
Right.
When you were in a plane and they tell you to, if you're in an accident,
right.
Or if something's going to happen that you have to take the oxygen mask and put it on yourself first before you put it on the person next to you. That's how you should adopt life.
Exactly.
Take care of you, because otherwise you're not going to be able to take care of others.
Exactly. And a lot of mothers forget that. They say, oh, no, but my baby needs me. Okay, first of all, when your baby, think about it. Most people say, oh, I got to be there for my child. But when you send your child to school on the very first day, I was like upset with my child. I was ready to go to the school and get him. Why? Because that first day of pre-K, and I was standing at the bus stop for him, and they saw that bus, and they hopped right on that bus, didn't look back, didn't wave, didn't throw a kiss. The bus had pulled off, and I'm like, what just happened here? What is that? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I got in the car, went to the school, and said, and they said, oh, hey, because I had other kids in there. Oh, hey, Miss Bowman, what are you doing here? I said, well, my child, came on the bus, and I just want to make sure that they're okay. And they said, go home. Yeah. I was like, well, go home. I think mothers use the child as the excuse to not take care of themselves, because it becomes easy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I tell you, I think new mothers, if they change their shirt twice a week, they're doing good.
Oh yeah.
Because what is it? It's comfortable. It's okay. Well, okay. Wow.
Oh, you say it's gonna get dirty anyway, so
it's gonna get dirty anyway. So I'm not gonna spit up on it, or I'm gonna waste some peas or carrots on it.
Right.
But we would have never thought about that if we didn't have kids. Exactly. And when we have kids, we have the tendency to think, okay, well, it'll be okay. I'll wash my hair tomorrow or something like that. I remember there was a time I didn't wash my hair for like 4 months.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little crazy.
It was crazy, and my hair looked crazier. and why? Because I was washing their hair every other day.
Right. Well,
I had enough time. I had 5, but it was only 2 girls. So the boys, they were just getting a haircut. The girls, that girl's hair was like, it was like a 3-hour process for both of them, because they had really thick hair.
Right.
But I would wash their hair every 2 days.
Wow.
Now, why didn't I get my hair underneath that? Well, no, I don't have time, but I need to take care.
Because you don't matter. Everything is about them little people and about pouring into them.
Exactly.
And you forget about you. And here's the thing. They're looking at mommy. And we don't know what message that's sending to them, right?
Exactly.
So if you had stayed in that state, then they're growing up looking at you like that. They're going to be like, associate that with marriage and or kids.
Right. And then we wonder why some people grow up and don't have kids. And I think that does have something to do with it. Like, they saw how hard their mom worked in the house and outside of the house. Right. So when you decided that you wanted to do this, how did you come to, like, for me, I always said, all I need is 2 people in the mic. That's all I said. I said that years ago, and here I am, however many people in a mic. Right. So that was that's what I want to do. I always said, if Oprah could do it, I could do it. Right. I can go get a shake and go and look just like Oprah. I might not ever be that big Oprah that was pulling the wagon behind her, but I'm a try. I'm gonna have a studio audience, like where they sitting right here and giving everybody a car. That ain't never gonna happen. If I did get a whole bunch of money, I ain't giving nobody a car. Not even my own kids a car. They can buy their own doggone car. So, how did you decide that you wanted to get your message out in front of people?
You know, I think I've always wanted to be in front, whether it's in front of a camera, or on a radio. It was, what's the message? What am I trying to convey? Who am I? You know, I'm not Oprah, you know. I mean, I think I can navigate a conversation. I think I can moderate and all that. And so, you know, growing up, definitely had aspirations to be like Oprah. But, you know, life happens. So for me now, I think it's my life experiences and what I've gone through, you know, in the workplace, outside of the workplace, just trying to, you know, do this whole work-life balance thing. I now feel like there is a message that I have that I can convey. There is a lifestyle. There is nothing that a woman who is a mother or wants to be a mother has to say that she's limited because of. No, you're not.
Right.
You got 5 kids and you're sitting here. I have 4. I'm sitting here.
Hello, people.
Right?
And see,
It
we
can be
look
done.
good for a combination of 9 sharing. Come on, people. Boop, boop, boom, boom, shake the room. I ain't said that in a while. So, yeah. I mean, this is what you look like when you have 9 kids. Okay.
Hello.
Let's be clear. Because, hey, I have been telling everybody I'm 49 and I'm bringing sexy back to the
That's
49-year-olds.
right. I heard
Okay.
that.
So, because if you, and you know, the funny thing is, I'm not, I mean, I go to the gym now, but I'm not like a gym buff, you know. But it was like I always wanted to take care of myself.
Right.
And so it's like when you have kids, you want to. And now that I have grandbabies,
Right.
because this will be number 8 and 9 of the grandbabies that I have. So I'm still going by the 10. I'm
Let's see
still
what a
trying to
family
10.
reunion looks like in your house.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It really is interesting because I have 5 of my own natural children,
Right.
and then I have 3 bonus children.
Right.
So it's like, you know, when you take on the responsibility of other lives, you want their lives to be better because of what they see you doing.
Right.
So for me, you know, my kids are so proud of me. They, you know, they tweet and they Facebook when my show is coming on. Oh, my mom is having a show, and it's like, hey, they're talking about me. And so,
Awesome.
you know, my daughter put on there, my ever-changing mother. So, you know, thank you, Kyra.
As it should be.
Exactly. So what do your kids think? Like, are they old enough to know that mommy's going to be on the radio / television?
My eldest does, the son.
Okay.
He's 18, and I actually brought him to the station last week. And so he understands it, and he said that he went to school the next day and actually like showed his friends and stuff, and I guess some of the female friends, and they're like, you need to be more like her. You need to be more ambitious. You know, look at her. She's doing all this stuff, and you know, she's got all of you guys. And so I like that because it's like, right, you know, he's a man, but he's looking at me and saying, wow, you know what? Like, she's still changing and evolving as a person, and she's this old woman. I'm not old, by the way.
Hello, because
But-
somebody actually said that to me, and my daughter actually said, well, I'm not going to call you an older woman because I know you will roll your eyes and suck your teeth. And I'm like, because I'm not.
Right.
I mean, because, you know, it's just a frame of mind.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I'm still 25.
Right. Hello. Forever. I always say forever 21.
Okay.
Hey, if the store can be it, so can I.
There
Okay.
you go.
But it's like when people see you doing something, you know, particularly over the age of 35, they think, oh my gosh.
Right.
Like, 1, why are you doing that?
Right.
Or 2, how are you
How
doing
are you
that?
doing it?
You know,
Right.
and it's like I tell everybody, oh, well, you know what? LL Cool J said it on an Oprah thing. Dreams don't die, they just are deferred.
That's right.
And so when for me, I knew when I saw Oprah years ago that I wanted a mic and 2 people to listen to me. Well, it was just deferred until my kids got grown and my book got published, that I was able to say, you know what, now I can do this.
Exactly.
So your show is going to be on from 3 to 4.
3 to 4 every Wednesday, starting next Wednesday, May 6th, 3 to 4, right before We Be Swangin' Show.
See, so you know, of course, you know, as soon as I, you know, found this out, I was like, oh my God, and she's Stiletto Mom, and her little logo is so cute. I'm like, dang on it, why didn't I think about that? I should have thought about it.
Thank you to my
Just
dear
now.
cousin Lulu.
So she does your cousin did your logo?
She did my graphics.
Okay, so and see, Miss Holly just walked in the building. She is Truth 360. She comes on immediately after me.
Awesome.
So you know, so Stiletto Moms, We Be Swangin', Truth 360. You can't get any better than this on a
No.
Wednesday, people. Okay, because we live in beautiful lives, as my song has says, And like I said, hopefully by the time I get off the air, my twin grandbabies will be here. And if not, they'll be here sometime this evening. So, hopefully next week I'll have little pictures of the cutie pies. That's if I'm in next week. Because I said as soon as they had them babies, I'm in Vegas. Okay, honey? I have a ticket. I had a ticket. Because when I came back, I bought my ticket, but I bought the insurance that I could change it.
Right.
So it's at any moment. Whenever, because my son called me this morning. He was like, well, Mom, I was like, you ain't even got to tell me. Are they here yet? And he was like, will you slow down? We're on our way, but they're not here yet. I'm like, well, call me. And then I said, wait a minute, you're in Vegas, so that's 3 hours. So that means 5 o'clock. It'll be like 2 o'clock there. So send me a text. Now, I have a text. It's down. Well, I'm dying to see what this text say, because if it's him and say they here, whew, Lord, I would want. Let me see. If this is not him, I'm gonna be so upset. It
like
is.
live television.
I know, right? Babies are coming today. Okay, so I might not be here next week. That's awesome. They are coming today. I'm telling you,
awesome.
I have been dying. I saw the text come through. So, people, you know what? I'm going to leave y'all with that. The babies are coming today. Little Miss Jada and Justin Jr. will be here by the time I get home, I am sure.
Amen.
So, thank you for joining me today, Miss
Thank you
Nene.
for having me.
I can't wait to see the show next week. If I'm here, I'll be watching. But
or you
if
can
not,
always watch from Vegas.
right, I can always watch from Vegas, but
Twins
I'm hoping
can
that
always
I'll be
learn
here.
something too.
Exactly. See, little one, see. But right now we're going to step it up and step aside for Miss Holly and Truth 360 today. So as I always say every week, people, I'm living a beautiful life. Miss Nene is living a beautiful life. Eric Jerome Dickey definitely is living a beautiful life. I will see you next week with some pictures of the twins. Bye-bye.
What a beautiful life. All that I've got is all that I need. I got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. What a beautiful life. Beautiful life. Listen, I woke up this morning, y'all. The sun was shining oh so brightly. I thought about how good this life is. Back in the day, it wasn't always like this. I think about the things we done been through. I think about the place that I come from. It wasn't always easy, so every day I'm thanking God for the beautiful people everywhere I go. I just need to see your smiling faces at my show. And when you're feeling real love from the family, every day is a gift, y'all, that's all I need. What a beautiful life. All that I've got is all that I need. I got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. I got a beautiful life. Beautiful life. Happiness, you know, it feels real good, y'all. For us to get it, then we gotta work hard, y'all. Every day. And don't pay attention to the things they say when they tell you that you can't make it, but you can if you try, y'all. When life is rough, I know sometimes you wanna cry, y'all. Just keep the faith and don't question. Ain't no need of stressing. Your life is still a blessing.
About the cars, the money, or the clothes.
You can believe these things will only come and go, but when you're getting real love from everyone you meet, it's a blessing, y'all. It's magic, y'all.
What a beautiful life.
All that I've got is all that I need. I got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. I got a beautiful life. Beautiful life. And now we all been blessed to be here, so it ain't no need for stress. We don't worry about the things that we can't control. We just pray and hope for the best. You don't need a whole lot of money. You don't need no fancy car. You ain't gotta be famous or a movie star. Just be happy with who you are. You got some food on the table and a place to live, and that's a beautiful life. You got somebody you can love, family and some kids, and that's a beautiful life. You got money in your pocket just to pay your bills, and that's a beautiful life. Just to make it through the struggle, and you still be here. Now that's a beautiful life.
Okay, wind me up. DC, stand up. The Godfather. I got you. You spoiling me now. 6 years later, still the talk of the town. I put myself on, and then I put my team on too. Take home my BET. I spilled my drink on hold. Till I believe that, and I mean that, there will be no flow. If you ain't sing that tune, we see police run joke. You put DC on first, I put us all on next. And now it's all on me to keep your name on deck. Okay, the Godfather, gotta know that it's not a problem. Been in the pocket like Italians and Saviata. Praying for a better manana. I hope I'm making you proud. I'ma rep you with honor. Irrefutable spirit. How your music get nearest. When I got that award, it felt like you got this shit with me. Ha. Life's good, still it's getting better. Still pray for Low and Benny. Tell KK hold her head up. A lot have done it, but not too many that done it better. Forget a record for all you done, you deserve.